Oh wow. Hello world. Hello world. Yeah, that's the Blasio. The Blasio. Oh, like I said, man, you got some issues, man. You got some issues. But like I said, you want to be open. Go ahead, be my guest, man. Just look at the COVID cases numbers. Like I said, you're at 4 point such and such percent. Like I said, it's a pretty big area. You know what I mean? Gotta handle that. But like I said, you can't go in and get the remote situation. It's understandable. But I understand why you're doing it all. Ties and doing this and that. Like I said, is it worth the risk? Your risk is a little more higher than the risk that I'm willing to, expand. Due to the fact that, like I said, the way it's structured, the balance. And like I said, I'm most grateful for it all. It's just you may be wasting your time, man. To the point where it can cost you more than you think if kids start getting sick. But like I said, you got this rolling out with this vaccine, right? Let's see what happens. Oh man, Trump veto threats. Went over and I see you went from calling Biden elect to president. Like I said, you can battle all you want with the word president. Your wordplay, like I said, it's the freedom of that. So, like I said, you go play with that all you want. And like I said, I'm the president, man. Trump veto threats must pass. Defense bill meets GOP resistance. I don't know exactly where he's going, but salute to my sponsor, Progressive. Cause I'm trying to keep it progressive out here. It's just more or less. Like I said, man, I gave away the Nobel Peace. Like I said, man, it transpired into something bigger than I ever could expect. And I'm grateful. Another sponsor of mine, Dunkin' Donuts. Keep America running. Uh, no blame. ABC News finds 54 cases invoking in Trump's connection. Listen, man, I'm not worried about Trump's connection, the world's connection, the way that you want to balance and imbalance. Totally, it's a pandemic. It's all expected. You gotta understand that during the pandemic, the definition itself will explain everything. And like I said, to want to open up these so-called schools before the holidays, good luck with that one. You just intensifying. But then I said, you want to hide the so-called Santa's gift. When it's really not Santa's gift. It is Jesus' gift. Man, why don't you just explain it how you came across Christmas? And why it's named Christmas. Let's get into the details of how this thing came all about. And, where it escalated to. Because as humans, we tend to escalate things a little more than normal. But sometimes it's true, and sometimes it's false. Now, intelligence report. More a coronavirus crisis as early as November. Listen, man, why ain't nobody warn me? Like I said, somebody saying that the numbers is down, somebody saying that the numbers is up. Who do you believe in the pandemic / freedom of speech? It's up for grabs. So I'm trying to tell the people, this is an uphill battle. Especially when you got individuals that don't necessarily want me to be presidential as presidential is, which is, like I said, to be carried in my presidential throne. That would be beautiful. They said I'm unavailable to download. They want to pick and swindle out of desperation. And I said, I don't want to put you in a desperation situation. Coronavirus live update and vaccine news. California issues stay at home orders. Coronavirus update. San Diego Bay Area issues stay at home areas. I'm sorry, orders, my bad. Like I said, man, between some states saying no, yes, and then some states saying yes, no. Listen, man, we gotta come up with a full state guideline, because otherwise, a pinch here can push a pinch there. And like I said, I'm not trying to pinch anything. It's a pandemic. Straightforward business will be the major success story out of, like I said, you turning business into like a Jurassic Park situation, man. And Pelosi defiant overhandling a stimulus, rejecting previous Republicans. Listen, man, hold out to January Congress as much as you possibly can, because out of desperation, people want to send little ones into harm nowadays, which is public situation of accessible schools. There's no way to social distance in there. I salute the Progressive again. Another sponsor of mine. I said, man, you just don't want to, I guess, pay for the internet worldwide and have a World Wide Web situation, because someone will gain from it and someone will have to just say, I gotta wait. And that's where the problem lays, that waiting process. I see that you don't want to, so go ahead, do whatever you gotta do, but I'm giving you fair warning. You open up, you will see baby clusters of baby corona cases. Ooh. And like I said, man, when it happened the first time, you shut it down. But now you want to try it again, because you got these desperate individuals that can't cope with what the reality is. Well, like I said, there's other areas if you plan on doing that. But if not, deal with the factors that remain. It's a cause and effect to this coronavirus, man. You gotta pay attention every time there's a cluster of individuals gathering together for anything. There's a cluster of deaths a few weeks later. House votes to federally decriminalize marijuana. Listen, man, Amazon fired to ads local news in 12 U.S. cities, with 90 more coming in 2021. Listen, man, you can add whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Democrats is a part of the democracy of the United States of America. Why I proclaim my declaration to a nation under the UN. As Trump election pressure campaign hits Republicans officials. Listen, you got your branch. Democrats have their branch. And I have created my branch. Now, if you would like to say otherwise during the pandemic and a Freedom of Speech Act, then be my guest. Joey. You would like to intrude on some of the things that I have adapted throughout my presidency campaign for the past, I don't know. But I said to myself, someone had to be sitting back watching it and seeing that I was gaining ground politically. And that it wasn't about the matter that comes with all of the political matters. It was about addressing the political issues of the times. And within gathering that, I absorbed the fact that, like de Blasio, it's not what you look like. It's your way of thinking towards one another. And right now, we're battling a tremendous issue with a pandemic and social distancing. Blood tests of immune response may be key to future COVID-19 vaccines. Like I said, man, it's in its test trials. Test it, find out if it's going to save any putative lives in this new millennium under COVID-19. Health updates on Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews. Like I said, man, anybody going through a hard time or a pandemicable issue, it's, like I said, it's there. We can't deny it. Got a positive coronavirus test. Here's what to do. That's coming from NPR News. Michigan restaurants. Hold on. Let me see something. I got pop-ups. They everywhere, man. They everywhere. I just don't see these things going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah. And, like I said, man, I didn't charge a fee for becoming something that originally there's no fees to, which is the presidency. Continuing COVID-19 vaccine trials may put some volunteers at unnecessary risk. I mean, if the vaccine put the people giving the vaccine at risk, then what will it do to the patient? I'm just asking these questions. Then I said to myself, with the chip and all, I don't know. Barkley talks U.S. election 2020 and implication for the, wait for it, Americans. Like I said, I'm not contradicting your opinions. You want to learn as quick as possible. I'm telling you, America needs another agenda. More opportunities on the online spectrum. But you don't want to push the meter to the future to catch up with this so-called powerhouse that you seem to want to go up against in more ways than one. But I said, be my guest and continue down the road of the old. What news today? Holiday happy. Find your money. Like I said, what is there to find if there's the same amount then and now? Beaumont man killed and wrecked along westbound I-10 near Washington Boulevard. R.I.P. to him. UW residents coordinator wins outstanding entry-level professional award. Like I said, man, I gave my Nobel Peace Prize away in a matter that instructed more help towards the good. Why? Because it was noble. Nightly news, full broadcast. And like I said, I'm not taking anything away from those that gather awards. I just felt like the opportunity was bigger than giving back for something that was given. So I kept giving. Moderna COVID-19 vaccine candidate gets more good news. Salute to that, man. Like I said, you want to give out vaccines, be my guest. Will it work? You say it's a percentage. Be my guest. Say whatever you may. But, like I said, do whatever you must. Local 4 News at noon, December 3rd, 2020. Good news, bad news for Shelby Shelby County business owner. Hospitals as COVID-19 cases rise. This thing, COVID has a hold of it. And the more you fight it, but, like I said, you fight it, make sure you fight it with the social distancing, the masks, and hopefully these so-called cures. Facebook to remove COVID-19 vaccine-related misinformation. Listen, the way I'm looking at it, there is no misinformation in the world at all. There's just information. And how you take it at this point is totally up to your derogatory expression due to the fact that you have the freedom to say whatever you want. It's executive order by President 45, not President 46, which is I. So Biden sliding, don't lose so much rest overnight. Presidential duties is to save America from all discrimination across the nation. Because we are one nation under God. With that being said, peace. I gotta go.